about 7 is what I'm showing, so that's good. Don't really have much for the net play. Was playing around on HF a little bit today, and 15 meters seems to be in pretty good, and a little bit going on 20, so we'll probably mess around on HF a little more today. But I guess that's really about it, Ray. Don't really have much, so we will turn it back to you, let you carry on, and hope everybody has a great week. K5CFY, KA5OWI. Back to net.
Alrighty, well, thanks for being there, Dave. Always good to hear from you, and we'll say 73. Try to stay cool. I know it's really going to get hot after, I think, Monday, so it's a little cooler, but not a whole lot. All right, we're clear with KA5OWI. Let's go talk to Bill, N5GLO, and Mr. Josh will be up next. Josh? Yeah, you'll be up after Bill. N5GLO, Bill, go ahead.
5GLO to that. Having a pleasant day here today. Right now, it's still in the 80s here, but it's supposed to get up to 97 this evening. We're talking about possible showers today, but yeah, this is not going to be over 100 like it was yesterday. That helps. Anyway, just having a nice day, enjoying myself, having a casual Saturday at the moment, and nothing real special going on, just enjoying life and moving on, still alive. N5GLO, back to you.
Hey, Bill. Good to hear you, and 73 to you, and try to stay cool. All righty, we'll clear with N5GLO. Let's go talk to Josh, Kilo Romeo 4, Mike Hotel Whiskey. Mr. Kelly, you're up next. Josh, go ahead.
K5CFY, this is Kilo Romeo 4, Mike Hotel Whiskey, Josh down in Tyro, North Carolina. The weather is passable today. It's 85 where I'm at right now. Humidity's a little up, but, you know, that's fine. Got out into the garden today. Was able to pick some green beans, some cantaloupe, and some tomatoes. So that's what's going on there. Got to take the trash off a little bit later. But that's where we're at on that. Looking to see if there's any air shows nearby coming up. The one that we normally go to in Winston's been canceled for a couple of years, but we're going to see if we can go down to Maxton and see a few things. But yeah, that's what we're up to. Ray, I appreciate you running the net today, and I appreciate picking me up. So I will say 7-3 to you, and I hope you have a great day. And I'm going to say hello to everyone out there on the Boredom Breaker. This is Kilo Romeo 4, Mike Hotel Whiskey. I am 7-3.
Hey, Josh. Well, thanks for checking in there from North Carolina. We appreciate you, and we'll say 73 to you. We'll clear with Kilo Romeo 4, Mike Hotel Whiskey. And let's go talk to Kelly, KC0LRM, and the Tulsa mark. You'll be up next, KJ5, Juliet Victor Victor. Kelly, go ahead.
Hey, K5CFY. Hey, thanks for getting me there, Ray. Not a lot going on here. Just I got up this morning about 5 o'clock, let my dog out, and opened the front door, and it was like 65 degrees. It was actually kind of cold and the wind blowing. I was like, that felt good. So I guess we're going to have a couple of nice days here. We've got a little good breeze here, so shouldn't be too bad. Made a run to Lowe's to get some wood. I'm going to build me a desk here in my basement for some of my equipment. So that's about all I got. And just mention I think we got 28 days left till college football starts back up, so I can't wait for that. That's all I got. Thanks for running the net, and I'll let you get on the other list there. Everybody have a good day.
Kelly, always good to hear from you. Glad you made it back home safe and sound there from Tulsa here. But yeah, we got a couple of cooler days, and so there you go. All right, we'll clear with Kilo Charlie 0 LRM. Let's go to Mark, KJ5, Juliet Victor Victor, and Don, you'll be up next.
Well, hello there, Ray, and everyone on the net. Yeah, I'm just having a fantastic day. I'm out mowing the lawn and had a little break, so I figured I'd check in and say hello to you, Ray. I hope you're having a good day, too, and it is a little bit cooler, so I was trying to bust it out before the afternoon. Of course, I didn't make it. I was just curious if you made it to that breakfast this morning or not there, Ray, and also I'd like to pass a message on to Mark South. His audio's a little low. It's been like that for a little while, and I don't know if anybody's told him, but I'd like to pass on to him. Other than that, Ray, that's all I got. I just wanted to stop and check in and say hello to you guys. Back to you. This is Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Victor Victor, Martin, Tulsa.
We had a great breakfast there. I think there was about 6 or 7 of us showed up. But had a good time, and we were there for a couple of hours. We had had a good conversation going the whole time there. So anyway, it was fun. And yes, Mark does know about it. We're trying to figure out maybe somebody can go by and turn his mic gain up or something. We'll see. Anyway, thank you, Mark. We'll kill her Kilo Juliet 5, Juliet Victor Victor. And let's go to next up is Don. KI5YWF, and Mr. Phil, I get to talk to you again here in a little bit. Don, go ahead.
W8WKY. KI5YWF. Thanks for taking my call there, Ray. And I kind of left Ryan hanging yesterday, who, by the way, is a good add to the Netlogger for you guys. It's a pretty good one there. Anyway, I left him hanging and told him I was kind of excited about this weekend. Part of it, I'm on the highway right now on I-44 heading towards Texas. I'm going to stop at mile marker 5 and meet a fella and pick up an FT817 ND little QRP radio. I've been looking for one for a little bit because I just read quite a bit of good stuff about them. I got a good price on it, so I'm kind of excited about that. Enjoying my little trip out here in the bright blue, sunny skies and heading towards London. Anyway, having a good day, and then tomorrow, the other part of that thing was, I had a, let me break here. I had my Elmer, well, let me slow down. I had my Elmer practically give me a 24-foot tower and a 2-meter and 70-meter beam, so I'm going to start messing with that a little bit in the morning before it gets too hot and sweaty out there and I start cussing and acting a fool. But anyway, I'm going to have a good weekend. I don't know if Ryan's on. I just thought I'd fill him in, so I left him hanging. Anyway, thank you, sir, for what you do. It's KI5YWF, and back to you, sir.
All righty, Don. Well, Ryan was at our breakfast this morning, but I'm not sure. He was going to a tire shop and I think get some tires, new tires mounted up, but I'm not sure if he's listening or not. But anyway, he went back to you a couple of times trying to find out what was going to be exciting. But anyway, Don, always good to hear from you. You mobile safely down there and have a good trip. We'll catch you later. We'll clear it. Kilo India 5, Yankee Whiskey Foxtrot. And now let's go up to Ohio and talk to my good friend Phil. Kilo 8, Papa Mike India, and Northern Mark, you'll be up next. Phil, good to hear you again. You had a great net this morning. Glad you got me in there.
K5CFY, this is K8PMI and all the Boredom Breaker netizens out there. Cloudy day here, but temperature's great. It's about just above 80 degrees. Just got the yard mowed, and now I'm just relaxing and going to crack a beer here soon and then take the wife to dinner. So looking forward to a good weekend. Glad to get you in there early, Ray. I knew you had that breakfast with the Kang. Too bad we couldn't all hook up and do that. That would be a lot of fun. But other than that, as normal, you're doing an outstanding job, and we'll catch you in the morning. So 73, everybody. You guys have a great and blessed day. This is K8PMI.
Oh, yeah, we had a great breakfast. Miss Nancy was there, and actually she came home with me and got the pet Fred, made Fred's day. He really likes her. So anyway, all right. Phil, if you got anything else, go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm all good there, Ray. Thank you very much, and you have a great net. 73, everybody. K8PMI.
Hey, Phil, always good to hear from you. You run a great net. We always look forward to talking to you. So have a great afternoon. Keep an eye on those grandkids, and we'll say 73 to you. We'll clear with Kilo 8, Papa Mike India. Now let's go to KC8 Fox Queen Victor. It's now a net. Mr. Mark from the north, go ahead.
All right, Ray, K-Sup, QE. Yeah, your tongue got a little tangled up there between being with Phil and coming over to me. But I think that what happens with the phone when I, like type something on a lot of times I use a voice type. But it gets tangled up with if I use Google Docs. If I use Google Docs does a pretty good job voice to text. But if I'm using the phone like in a search on the search bar or like just putting something into the blue screen on the thing, nice. But if you're using it that way, yeah, sometimes it has the little hiccups in that. I think that what you had there a little bit, Ray, the little hiccup, you just got all tangled up in the web of all this nonsense we have to do to give calls out. But everything's going good over here. Yeah, gray Ohio up here. So, but everything else is going good. So I'll just send it back to net control, and yeah, it'd be nice to get out there. It'd like to get a lot of places. It's just time. They keep talking about them autonomous cars. They've been talking about that lately now. And when people get in one of them self-driving cars that don't have no human being. They had on TV that where I seen it. They were saying Amazon, I guess, is trying no steering wheel. And then they're even like, is there going to be a pedal to put the brake on if it's doing something wrong? Yeah, we have to start thinking about some of these things that's occurring. So I'll send it back your way, Ray, KSFQV.
All right, Mark. Well, thanks for being there. Well, I was trying to multitask, and of course I can't do that, so it really messed up on the names and call signs there. But I was reading the blue screen there, and Don, if you're still listening, KI5YWF, Mr. Ryan did hear you, so but he says life's too short for QRP. So there you go. All right, we're going to clear with Mark there, KC8 Fox Queen Victor. Go talk to Mr. Shannon, KC8, Romeo Bravo Golf, and Lloyd, you're up next. Good to see you there at the breakfast, Shannon. Hope you had a good time. We did.
Howdy there, Mr. Ray, KC5 Real Big Guns. And, yeah, I had a great time at the breakfast, and good to see everybody there. And got to see some new faces and some old, so that was a real treat. And I look forward to doing that again at some point. That was a lot of fun. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless, and 73. Back to nut control.
Shannon, well, it was good to see you there, and you're looking good there, so you keep the good work. Take care of yourself. And we'll clear KC5, Real Big Guns. Next up is Lloyd, KC5M. And Southern Mark, you'll be up next. Lloyd, go ahead.
Well, how about this, Ray? You haven't talked to me all week long. All week long you've not talked to me, but I get to check in on your net today. How about that? Well, not too much to report. It's an interesting week where I am, and I'm just going to be happy to say that. And happy to to be on your net finally this week. Would you do me a favor and enjoy the day? Enjoy the day. K5CFY, this is KC5FM. Over.
Well, I did notice that the other day that I hadn't talked to you, but I'm glad everything's okay, and I'll do my best to enjoy the day for sure. Anyway, Lloyd, always a pleasure. 73 to you. Enjoy the cooler weather. I think we got a couple of cooler days, so enjoy it if you can. Well, clear at KC5, Mike. Next up is the Southern Mark, Kilo Echo 8 Sierra Foxtrot Sierra, and just Nick, you'll be up next. Mark, go ahead.
Good to hear you, Ray. And I might have to hear the before I can speak. And I got this thing set on low. No wonder, everybody complaining about it, that I'm speaking low. Well, I got a loud voice in a way. I don't want to speak loud enough and blow everybody's ears out either. We got 81 degrees here. I like rain right here, and a 4% chance of that. It's still like 79 degrees. And wind is 6 miles per hour southeast. Let's see what tomorrow. 78 degrees. And mostly cloudy. Okay. Gas price is $4.28 to $4.29 all around Wadsworth. But the one gas station, the Maritime gas station here in Wadsworth, is at $4.25. So he dropped his down a bit. So hope it works good for you. Let me drop this for a bit. Anyhow, going okay and everything. Doing a little good chess online there. I was losing, so I gave up, on that and turn on the radio. I'm glad to hear you. Yeah. Scratch that behind your ears for me. Tell me you're a good dog, and I'll give it back to you. K8 Sarapod Toaster.
Alrighty, Mark. Appreciate you being there, and always good to hear from you. So we'll clear with Mark. Kilo Echo 8 Sierra Foxtrot Sierra. And let's move on down to Mr. Just Nick, KV8SLG. Thank you so much for linking us up today, Nick. We definitely always appreciate that. Get to talk to all of our family up there in Ohio and up that direction. But anyway, Nick, hope you're having a good day. Go ahead.
K5CFY, this is KD8SLG. Good afternoon, Ray, and all the Boredom Breaker netizens. It's great to have everybody up here with us this afternoon. We got Josh there in the second hour. He's an Ohio guy, and we all know you, Ray. We all know you. I'm outside on the porch right now. We're watching hummingbirds, Audrey and I are. They're going nuts over some fresh food. So that's what's going on here. 77 degrees, 50 shades of Ohio gray. It's a nice summer day. Good hearing you, Ray. I'll be back to talk to Josh second hour. I wish I could have been at breakfast with all y'all this morning. KD8SLG, back to net control.
You were there in spirit, but we did definitely talk about you. I can't really, like I said, I can't really say over the air what Ryan was saying, but anyway, you were mentioned, and but anyway, we thank you for all you do there, Mr. President of the Sierra Club, which I'm a proud member, and we always enjoy talking to you. So with that, I'll say 73 to you, Nick and Audrey. Y'all enjoy the outdoors there. It's I got 83 degrees here in Oklahoma, and I think it's only supposed to get a little bit warmer, so it's going to be a little cooler today. Nick, 73 to you, my friend. You take care. Well, clear with Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf. This is Ray K5CFY. We're at the bottom of the list. We're looking for additional check-ins, so if you'd like to check into the net, please call.
Ray, please check in. Kilo India 5 Whiskey Delta Mike. KI5WDM Donald in the Osage.
Kilo Juliet 5 Mike Charlie Victor KJ5 MCV Ryan here, Broken Arrow.
Echo 8 Yankee Uniform Kilo KEXYUK Miss Lucy. I'll be in and out for this hour. Sorry, Mr. A. Hopefully I'll catch you later. 73.
Kilo Delta 5 Alpha Foxtrot Sierra KD5 AFS.
November 5 Oscar Whiskey Oscar Emily and Broken Arrow, and I'll be in and out.
Emily, I got you in there, N5OWO. There was another station that kind of doubled there, was an in and out. Go ahead with, give me your call sign again, please.
I believe the in and out is myself. KE8YUK, Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo, Miss Lucy, and I will be in and out.
Got you, Miss Lucy. I had you in there, but it was after that. Let me tell you who I got. If you don't hear your call sign, please come back and give it to me. I have Mr. Donald there, KI5 Whiskey Delta Mike. I got Ryan in there. I have Miss Lucy. I have Grant. I have Emily, and I have Pete.
This is Kilo 4 Oscar Golf, K4OG.
I got you in there. I'm not sure who the in and out station was. If you were out and just tried to check in, give me your call sign.
Kilo Charlie 3, Uniform Kilo, in and out.
And let's see, let's go up to Mr. Donald there, KI5 Whiskey Delta Mike. Donald, welcome to the net. How's your Saturday morning going?
Well, this is Kilo India 5 Whiskey Delta Mike, Donald up here in the Osage. My morning's going pretty good. My Starlink showed up yesterday evening, and I didn't want to try to put it up. It was getting too close to dark. So I got up early this morning and went out there and I got out there and put it up and got the wire. It's very temporary. In fact, it's rather rednecky, if you know what I mean. They send the dish in a clip to screw it down to something solid, but other than that, there is no mounting hardware, and nothing that they sent was going to work with what I've got. So, and next time y'all see me, ask me to show you the pictures of my initial installation. Boy, my throat's still messing up. Anyway, that's all I've got going on this morning. Got my Starlink up. My voice is getting a little bit better. Must have ate a gallon of ice cream last night. It's helping. Price was a little steep for that challenge, but I shut up a loudmouth little punk. So, y'all have a good one. And oh, by the way, Grant, if you're listening, buddy, did you check out that radio yet? I'm about ready to make a little drive. Ray, thanks for letting me in. This is KI5WDM. I'll be standing by on the side, my friend.
All right, Donald. All right, we look forward to seeing the pics there. All right, we're clear at KI5 Whiskey Delta Mike. Talk to Mr. Ryan. Kilo Juliet 5, Mike Charlie Victor. Ryan, go ahead.
Well, howdy, Ray. It's Ryan, KJ5MCV. Hello to everybody on the net. Had a nice breakfast. If we hadn't said that enough, that was neat. Getting to shake everybody's hands and make new acquaintances in the ham radio world. I'm gonna say something meaner than that, but I'll leave that alone. And yeah, had a great time. Discount Tires just called and said it is ready, and confirmed that I did want my white letters out, and I said, yeah. So they got that just right for me. I believe I'll go back to Dad's and lift that thing up and get them tires put on it. It'll be ready to rent out for senior pictures now, I'll tell you that. It might be the only money that machine makes. Otherwise, it's just going to cost money. But, you know, that's how that goes. All is well in the world. I got a new fishing reel. Speaking of jerking lips, Amazon let me jerk their lip a little bit. I fussed about a reel that they hadn't sent me. And by golly, they made it more than right. They finally canceled the order for me and give me $75 in courtesy pain in the butt money, I guess you could call it. And I just reordered it, and it from a different vendor, I guess you could say, and it showed up the next day. So I'm tickled about that. I got $75 off of a new reel, so that's pretty cool. All is well in the neighborhood. Got to drive to Austin tomorrow without my node, so that just breaks my heart. But I'll jump on Echolink, I'm sure, and check in if I get my head in the right spot. I get bored driving, so I like playing radio. But anyway, great to hear you, Ray. Thanks for everything. Thanks for the invite and the good company. Hello to Fred. Don't scratch him behind the ear. You're going to make him bleed. But anyhow, we'll talk at you later, brother. KJ5MCV.
You just did something that I have never done in all my born days as being a hammer operator. It's time to repeat her out. If you believe that, I have some land I'd like to sell. Anyway, Ryan, you did time it out, but good to hear you in there. Go ahead.
Well, I'll be switched. I didn't know that I could do that. Well, whatever. I'm good at it. I'll run my mouth till tomorrow if you let me. I guess the last thing I did say was hello to Fred and the wife. Don't bother scratching him. You'll probably make him bleed by this time. Too much ear scratching for that poor thing. You better just let him lay there. So anyways, great to see you, brother. Great visit, and thanks for everything. KJ5MCV, back to you, amigo.
Hey, well, glad you got your new fishing reel, and maybe you get to go out and try it out. So good deal. And Miss Nancy came home with me, and Fred was tickled to death to see Nancy. She came by here quite often when she lived in town, and he got told, boy, when she would drive up, he would go nuts. But anyway, it's been a while since she's been here, but he was glad to see her. All right, as all of us were, I guess. But anyway, Ryan, good to hear you. Thanks for helping us out on the Friday afternoons. You do a great job, and we'll get you on the logger here. I think you're real close. We'll clear with KJ5 Mike Charlie Victor. This is Ray K5CFY with the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. And let's see, we'll wave a hand there at Miss Lucy. If you got time to say hi, Lucy. KE8 Yankee Uniform Kilo.
KE8YK. What do you know? I actually just got back in the car from the store. You caught me just in time.
Grant, KD5.
Hi, everybody. Good to be back on the board.
It's
not even Josh's hour. I am coming home from some errands that I ran while he watched the kids, which I will tell you what a wonderful mental break. Betty's been having a rough day readjusting to home life instead of being on vacation with a lot of family and friends, and not adjusting well, I will tell you that. But she should be in bed right now, Josh said, and he's got Will while he mows, so Will loves vehicles and sounds and all sorts of wheeled things, so hopefully he's having a good time. And I'll go home and clean the inside of the house so that we can relax tomorrow, hopefully. That's the goal. Yeah, not too bad weather here. Nick is right, it is 50 shades of Ohio gray, but it's not raining and it's not so humid it's unbearable, so I'll take it. Hi, I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the day. This is KE8YK to K5CFY 73s, and God bless, and Merry Christmas on Betty's behalf.
Miss Lucy, well, thank you for being there. We always enjoy talking to you, and we'll look forward to talking to Mr. Josh here in just a few minutes, about 21 looks like. But anyway, good to hear you in there. Merry Christmas to Betty, and say hi to Will. Y'all have a great afternoon. Stay safe. 73. We'll clear out Miss Lucy there. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo. And now let's go talk to Mr. Grant, KD5 AFS. Grant, go ahead.
Okay, 5CFY, KD5 AFS. Good afternoon, Ray, and everybody else out there. Good to see everybody at breakfast this morning. It was actually good just to get out of Owasso. I was telling Jairus, I don't remember the last time I was in Tulsa. I think it was back in the spring. I went down to the lawnmower shop and got oil and filter, so it's been a while. And the freeway is a mess up here. You can't get on in either direction on 76. You got to go up to 86 if you want to get on. So, but anyhow, traffic wasn't bad this morning, so no big deal. And like I say, it's good to see everybody. I need to get out more often, I guess. Other than that, Ray, I sure did enjoy that 69 degrees and lower humidity, and I'm sitting at 84 right now. I did break down and turn on the air conditioner right before the net started, because it wasn't that hot, but I was starting to get a bunch of flies in here, and I don't like them. So that's about all that's going on here, Ray. Thanks for picking me up, sir. And with that, I will send it back to net. KD5 AFS.
Hey, Mr. Grant, well, it was certainly good to see you there at breakfast. I don't know if you've tried your node out yet, but I'm sure it's great, and I'm sure it'll work just fine because of the guy that worked on it there for you.
Ray, yeah, I did try it a few times, talked to Jairus on it when I got home, and talked to Dave, OWI, on it. So, and let's see, as far as the Donald, I forgot about Donald there for a second. I did get the radio up and running. Donald, if you're listening, it does have a quirk, and I'd rather talk to you about it on the phone before you drive all the way down here. So, give me a call when you get a chance. That's all I got, Ray. KD5 AFS.
Mr. Grant, thank you for being there. And 73 to you. We'll clear with KD5 AFS. Miss Emily out of Broken Arrow there. November 5, Oscar Whiskey Oscar. I know you said in and out. You got time to say hi? She really was in and out, so let's go to middle mark. Kilo 4, Oscar Goff, the original gangster. Mark, good to hear you again. Go ahead.
K5CFY, K4OG. Good afternoon, Ray and everyone. And thanks for running the net. I heard you guys cranking up. Thanks to Nick for joining the board, whatever it is. Boredom Breaker Net. I'm just in the apartment procrastinating cleaning it up. I said I would this weekend. Instead, I got into one of Grant's activities of smoking a brisket in an indoor pellet smoker. And it seems to be cooking right along. Started about 9 o'clock. It's up to 150. We're going to cook it up to 195 via the temp probe. And there's this thing called holding. I didn't know about it. So at 195, this is going to be a little tough, but I'm going to have to calculate how long to hold it at 150 to finish it off. And that's a lot of fun. Just put together a Raspberry Pi with an AI hat and finally figured out how to snap it into the case. I won't be plugging that thing up for a while. Like I say, I got to get busy and clean up this place. A lot of boxes to throw away and stuff to organize. And tweaking that antenna, the satellite chaser, been doing that all week. I think I found out one of my problems. I was using NordVPN, which usually makes me look like I'm over there in Pittsburgh, and I think that threw off my tracking, Ray. We'll see. Having fun doing it all. K4OG, back to K5CFY.
W8WKY.
Mark, I heard you mention that on the barometer net this morning, indoor smoker. So I'll be listening to see how that all turned out and everything. So anyway, you take care, Mark. Good to hear you. 73, we'll clear as Kilo 4 Oscar Golf. Got Mr. Pete in there. N5 BD was in and out. You got time to say hi, Pete? So, how about her? Kilo Charlie 3, Uniform Kilo. Let's try Jeff there out of Prince George, Virginia. Kilo Delta 4, Yankee Victor, and Mr. Alex, you'll be up next. Jeff, go ahead.
Okay, I hope everybody's doing really well. We've got a chance of maybe light thunderstorms for later today, and then tomorrow we got plenty of thunderstorms for the next week. But then again, like I said before, the weather don't work out like that on here. No matter what the forecast says, sometimes we'll have thunderstorms right over top of us and nothing ever happens. One day I guess it's going to cry wolf, and then all of a sudden, bam, it's going to hit us. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing well. I'm downstairs right now. As you can tell, I'm on Echolink, so I decided not to get on the radio upstairs. I've been laying down and sleeping a lot lately. I tell you what, the sleeping can wear you out. I never get a straight 8-hour sleep anymore. I wish I could get a 5-hour sleep. I can't do it. Some reason I just wake up when I think it's been 4 or 5 hours. It's only been 1 hour. Anyway, I guess that comes with old age. Anyway, talk to you later, brother. You take care. Sound good. KD4YVV, back to you.
Well, thanks for being there. It's always good to hear from you. So, 73 to you. Take a nap if you can, and we'll clear with Kilo Delta 4, Yankee Victor. Let's go to Mr. Alex out of Glenpool there, K5AVF. Good to see you there at breakfast, Alex. Go ahead.
Well, good afternoon, Ray. Good afternoon to the net. K5CFY, K5AVF. Alex here, 10 miles south of Tulsa. We've got 85 degrees. Golly, a beautiful day outside. A little breeze and wonderful. I tell you what, yeah, it was a good breakfast. Enjoyed it a lot. Got a chance to talk to everyone, and we need to do that. We need to get on a schedule or something. Do that regular, because it was a very nice morning. Enjoyed it. Ray, I've been working on this Ryobi battery for my lawnmower. I cracked it open, and I've been reading up on Google AI about different things to do and whatnot, and so far nothing has worked. But that is a nice battery inside. It's got a bunch of 18650s, which if nothing else, I'll salvage those. They're still in good shape. It's showing 38 volts when I check it with the meter, so the cells are good, but something crazy got there with the logic board in it, and it's shooting an error out of 422111 is the error on it, and I looked that up, and of course it's got all kinds of things that can cause that. But anyway, you never know. All right, Ray, have a great day. We'll talk to you later. K5CFY, K5ABF. Back to you.
Hey, well, that's interesting. I still got the same battery that came with it on mine, and I think this is my 6th year with it. It may have lost a little bit. I've always been able to mow my whole yard and have just a little bit left, but a couple of times this year it has died before I got finished, but it was also pretty high and it was wet. So, anyway, it is what it is, I guess. So anyway, hope you find out what the deal is. Maybe I can keep it from happening.
I doubt that, Ray. And I'll tell you what, of my research, I found that they make a billion different, well, not a billion, but dozens of different styles of batteries. So you've got to be, you got to know what you're doing. And you can read the serial number on the battery, and you can tell when it was made. These batteries were made in 2022, so that's 4 years. Golly, what do you expect? Anyway, talk to you later. K5ABF.
Alex, well, thanks for checking in with us, and good to see you there on at the breakfast, and thank you for all you do for us with the border breaker and keeping all the statistics and everything. And by the way, I did get an email from you. I need to check a look at that. Alex, appreciate it. Have yourself a great afternoon and enjoy the cooler weather. All right, we're clear with K5ABF. This is Ray, K5CFY with the N5XQK Memorial Border Breaker Net. And we're looking for check-ins. If you'd like to check into the net, please call.
Hello, India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu, KI5OZZ, the Oz. Mobile. Okay. On the Road.
Yes. Kilo Julia 5, Kilo Echo Sierra Robert in Idabel, Oklahoma.
And Whiskey 7 Sierra Tango Tango W7STT.
Alpha India 5 Quebec AI 5U Jerison Tulsa.
Kilo Juliet 5 Charlie Lima Victor KJ5 COV Bobby Sand Springs in and out.
Let's hold it up right there. Well, we got Miss Nancy in the mobile, so we're going to grab her first. KI5OZZ. We have Robert out of Idabel. Kilo Juliet 5, Kilo Echo Sierra. We have Mr. Cowell in there from Hot Springs, Arkansas. Whiskey 7 Sierra Tango Tango. We have Mr. Jerison there, AI5Q. And we have Bobby out of Sand Springs, in and out. Kilo Juliet 5, Charlie Lima Victor. And I'm going to throw in W3ETB that I just saw on the blue screen. So we got you at the bottom of the list there already. All right, let's go up to Miss Nancy in the mobile, KI5OZZ.
5CFY and the rest of the Border Breaker netizens, good afternoon from KI5OZZ, where I am on the Yellow Brick Road, coming into Catoosa. Back from Pegs, we had a bit of a roadside emergency. Travis's son was on his way back up from Texas. He's about an hour south of Wichita Falls and got a hole in the oil pan. So we got a new oil pan cover. Well, it's a new used one. Travis welded it himself. Gasket and some oil, and him and Chuck are on their way down there to rescue him. So there you go. And unfortunately, that means that we probably won't go fishing tonight, but it's okay. They call fishing not for a reason, or fishing not catching for a reason. Anyway, I'm coming into the construction zone, so I'm going to get off of here and tell everybody thank you for coming for breakfast this morning. Great to see everybody and catch up, and everybody have a great rest of your weekend. Enjoy the weather. It's beautiful. KI5OZZ, back to net.
thank you for being here, and thank you for being at the breakfast. Glad you're back in town for a little while anyway, and we'll say 73 to you. We'll look forward to talking to you and seeing you again. Well, clear the KI5OZZ. Let's go to Idabel, Oklahoma, and talk to Robert, Kilo Juliet 5, Kilo Echo Sierra. Mr. Cal, you're going to be up next. Robert, go ahead.
Okay, this is KJ5KES here in Idabel, Oklahoma, enjoying the beautiful, hot, terrible weather. And here I was complaining about 7 inches of rain a couple of weeks ago. I'd use some of that rain right now. That's kind of how we need it. We need it in a little bit at a time, not at all at once. But anyway, it's hot outside earlier, taking care of the goats. I got goats that, if you don't watch them, they'll get out of the fence. And when they get out of the fence, they go over to the neighbor's hay miller and eats his hay, and that's not good. Anyway, besides that, everything's going great. I'm sorry to hear that someone hit something on the road and put a hole in the oil pan. That's the same thing that happened to, not an oil pan, but I tore up a tire by the hole in the road. But anyway, everything else is going great through here. Wishing everybody a good and happy weekend. Take care. I miss my family reunion in Lake Texoma because my wife hasn't been feeling good. We just decided we didn't want to make the 2-hour trip one way just to see everybody. Anyway, take care. This is Robert, KJ5KES.
Robert, well, thanks for checking in with us, and 73 to you. Come back and join us. We'll look forward to talking to you soon. We'll clear with Robert out of Idabel, Oklahoma, Kilo Juliet 5, Kilo Echo Sierra. Let's go to Hot Springs, Arkansas, talk to Mr. Cal, Whiskey 7 Sierra Tango Tango, and Mr. Jarris, you're going to be up next. Cal, go ahead.
K5CFY and that W7STT. Well, good afternoon all. Start to say morning. It's morning to me. I woke up with a little bit of an elevated blood pressure, and the doctor had called in a new prescription, so I went down and got that and came back and told my son, if the house doesn't catch on fire, don't wake me up till supper time. And, well, I had, of course, a couple of short walk calls, I call them, back to the back room there. Woke me up and right back to sleep. Man, I slept through it, and I woke up, and by golly, things are working better this afternoon. So we're thankful for that. It's one of those things that when you get, well, I won't say old, but my age, we'll put it that way, that things change and patterns get mixed up, and you finally find out that, well, gee whiz, I'm really human. I do have problems. Other than that, Ray, let's see. We're looking at 93 degrees, and sunshiny day doing its thing out there, and I'm staying on the inside best I can. I might have to go out and get some mail in a little bit, but we'll see about that. It's probably nothing but throwaway junk anyway. That's most of it. But anyway, that keeps the mail people busy, so that's a good thing for them. Other than that, Ray, we'll just pass along our 73s, 88s in case YL's still listening there, and sure good to hear her on the air once in a while. And pass along our greetings to her and all others. I was about to forget something. And in case the good Lord, just like the old Tennessee Army Ford used to say, may the good Lord take a liking to you. K5CFY and that W7STT.
Al, thank you for being there for us. We definitely appreciate it. Always good to talk to you. Enjoy the cooler weather if there is up there. I haven't heard, but anyway, it's only 80. Well, just turned 85 here at my location, so it's about 20 degrees lower than it has been a bit this time. So anyway, we'll clear at W7 Sierra Tango Tango, and let's go talk to Mr. Jarris. Jarris, good to see you there at breakfast, and Jane, and I went brain dead. The son there, and I started to come over there and help him eat his pancakes. They look pretty good.
Thanks, Ryan. It was good to see you. It was Marmo and Teddy. Jane's out camping with Noel and Nina. So Marmo and Teddy, and Teddy's eating his other 2 pancakes right now for lunch. He got hungry and decided he wanted to eat his leftovers after he had a bowl of yogurt. So I said, okay, here we go. We can warm it right back up, and he's going to town on it right now. But anyway, no, it was great seeing everyone. I enjoyed getting out, and I was glad I woke up and got there on time and all that. Kind of sad Greg didn't want to come, but at the same time, he's old enough to stay home by himself for little stints, so I'm not too worried about him. And when I got home, he's like, can I play some video games? I said, whose turn is it for the dishwasher? Noel's. So that means it's yours because you're next and she's not here. That's what he does. When he gets upset. I said, hey, whenever you get it done, you can have video game time. So I left it at that. Him and Teddy knocked it out, though. Took him about 4 minutes. But he had to complain first. Let me grab a reset. Cal was talking about the Postal Service and only getting junk mail. I'm wondering, there's 2 things I anticipate happening, and I'm not sure which one. It's one of 2 things that I anticipate happening. One is they're going to raise the price of stamps and lower mail delivery to 2 to 3 days a week, and raise the cost of stamps and cut the workforce tremendously. And that's not going to be good for anybody. Or they're going to farm all the jobs out to Amazon, who's going to everybody's house every day anyway. Yeah, so one of those 2 things I think is, or a hybrid of it, is going to happen somewhat. Not looking forward to any of it, but you can see the writing on the wall if you look close enough. That's all I've got. Conspiracy theory for the day. AI5Q. Back to you, Ray.
You get to thinking about it, that's pretty close to it. So anyway, good to see you there, Jairus, and thank you for all you do for us. We definitely appreciate you keeping an eye on things and fixing them. Well, through with AI5Q, we'll wave a hand at Bobby there, Kilo Juliet 5, Lima Victor. Bobby, do you got time to say hi? Let's move on down to Eddie, W3ETB. Eddie, go ahead.
Lima Victor, on my hand, Joe. Yeah, I got some errands running and things going, so that's why I was in and out. But hopefully I'm getting out. I'm inside the house.
Hey, Bobby, you're doing fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right, let's go to Eddie, W3ETV. Eddie, go ahead.
Yeah, we need to protect the post office. It's one of those American institutions that we definitely need not to lose. Get rid of that postmaster we have in there right now. Put everything back to the way it was before George W. Bush actually, decided that they were going to cut the pension or do something with the pension there. They had to pay all the pension at one time, and that put them behind. So, it's been a mess ever since then. But yeah, we need to protect the post office. We can't lose that. We've already lost a lot of American institutions. Sears Roebuck, Radio Shack, and quite a few other ones that we need to keep. So, we need to keep it. Anyway, here in Annapolis, it's 88 degrees. We got a 2-mile wind and probably about a 3-mile gust. Not too bad. It's a little breezy, but we went to this store earlier, the wife and I, and it was 89 degrees when we left, 89 degrees when we got there. But when we got back home, it was 91 degrees. So the temperature's been rising a little bit. But we're staying inside for the rest of the day. And, Just wanted to say hi and see how you're doing. W3ATV, back to net.
Hey, Eddie. Well, I'm doing just fine. We had breakfast this morning with a bunch of good folks and running the net, so I get on the radio, so all is well here. But thanks for asking, and good to hear you in there. Thanks for checking in with us, and it's always good to hear from you. All right, we're clear at W3ETB. John was in and out. Kilo Mike 7, Bravo Hotel Sierra, the Big Ham Sandwich. Thank you for being there from Phoenix, Arizona. And we got Larry in 6 Lima Alpha Whiskey. Larry, go ahead.
Good afternoon, Ray, and all the Boredom Breakers. This is N6LAW, Larry, McLeod, Oklahoma. Well, I know time is short. It's about time to check into the second hour, but I wanted to say it's cooler today. It's 88 degrees and 38% humidity. Maybe today is the time I can reposition my antenna and see if I can get my VSWR down to manageable levels. So that's all I got to say. I'll send it back to net control. This is N6LAW 73, everybody.
Past the top of the hour, so I'd like to thank everybody that has checked into the net. Hope you come back and check in with Josh, and we're going to turn it over to Josh. W8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot. Josh, are you there? Go ahead.
K5CFY, W8HRF. Good afternoon, Mr. Ray. Good afternoon to everybody on the net. Hope you're all doing well. How am I coming through, Mr. Ray? Do I sound like my normal self?
You are sounding marvelous, as I think just Nick says, but yeah, you're sounding great. So I'll turn it over to you. Have a great net, and the log is yours too. K5CFY, and I'll be on the side listening.
All right, sounds good, Mr. A. Appreciate it. Glad to hear the equipment is working as correct as it should. So there you go, K5CFY, W8HRF. Welcome to the second hour of the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. My name is Josh, Juliet Oscar Sierra Hotel. My call sign is Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, W8HRF. I'm located here in Akron, Ohio, and I'll be your net control station for the first hour of the Boredom Breaker Net. I'd like to remind everyone that this is a linked system with numerous repeaters across the country linked in. So we ask you to key for a couple of seconds before you start talking, and then hold on for a second or two after you finish so you don't get cut off. We want to hear everything that you've got to say. So with that, on the list right now, I have Warm Weather Wade, WD8MIU, got you in there, Wade, and a whole bunch of empty lines to fill. So if you'd like to check into the Boredom Breaker Net, please come with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, with your name and location. Please call now.
Kilo Alpha 5 Oscar Whiskey India KA5 OWI Dave in Owasso.
W3TV for the recheck.
TV Ryan Mobile in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Coaster Mark in Watford, Ohio. Read chat.
KCFQV.
All right, let me pick it up. All right, on that round, we picked up Eddie, W3ETB, got Dave in there, KA5OWI, got Ryan, KJ5MCV, Mobile, got you. Mobile, Ryan, we'll get right back to you. And Kilo Echo 8, Sierra Foxtrot, Sierra Southern Mark. There was also a scratchy station in there. I think it was Kilo Quebec 4 something Golf Kilo. Could you come with your call sign again?
Well, I wasn't scratchy, I don't think, but I was a KCFQV, Josh. Northern Mark.
No, it wasn't you, Mark, but I got you in there now. So, anyways, I guess, was there a Kilo Quebec 4 station in there? Kilo Quebec 4 station? All right, nothing heard. Anybody else who'd like to check into the border worker net, please call now.
This is November 5, November ZZ. Listen only. I'm just testing out my SVS link server.
Recheck. KJ5KES.
Copy, Kilo, Echo, 8, Uniform India Bravo, KE8, UIB, John, Mobile.
Kilo 4, Oscar Golf, K4OG.
All right, let me pick it up there. On that round, we picked up. Let's see where my line is. November 5, November Zulu Zulu. Got you in and out. Thanks for stopping by. And, yeah, you sound great. Let's see. Robert, KJ5, KES, KE8 UIB John Mobile, and K4OG. There's also a KE8 station in there, and there was a little bit of static. So if you didn't hear me call your name there, come back with your call sign. There we go. Hey, Ethan, what's going on? K8WVV. Got you mobile, and I got you in and out, Ethan. Is your dad there? Does he want on the log there, Ethan?
Kilo Echo 8, Alpha Romeo Bravo. I went in on the... Yeah, we're getting ready to run into the source. So thanks for picking us up, Josh. We'll say 73 and listen out.
All right, got you in there too, Brandon, K8ARB, W8HRF. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Good to hear you and good to see you this week. All right, so let's go ahead and run this list. We got a good list going here. Let's get our mobiles. Ryan, KJ5MCV, W8HRF. What's going on, Ryan? Where are you mobile into?
W8HRF, KJ5MCV. Hello to you, Josh. Hope you're doing good this weekend. Bless your heart for watching them kids while your wife runs around and gallivants, as I call it, instead of loafing. That's better. I'd much rather a gallivant than a loaf. But mobiling back home from Discount Tire, I just picked up some really, really good-looking Goodyear Wranglers for the 59 Willys project, and first glance, boy, they look good, buddy. Golly, they look good. So, anyways, that's what I'm going to be doing for a little bit. I've got to go pick the boy up. It is required that he be a part of each fun portion of working on the Jeep. So we're going to do that, and it sounds like we're going to go probably to Oolaga Lake and fish the riprap over there by the boat ramp and see if we can jerk a few lips. Anyways, Josh, thank you for picking me up, brother. Great to hear you. You're doing a good job managing the tornado in a tackle box, as I call it. Take care, brother. 7-3, KJ5MCV.
KJ5MCV, W8HRF. All right, Ryan. Well, hey, congrats on the new tires there. That's awesome. Yeah, it's pretty satisfying when you get a brand new pair of tires and you get to look at them and you're like, man, that looks good. I got a pair of Michelin like all-weather tires for the bus for the we got a 2017 Chevy Express, and anyways, they're nothing too aggressive or anything like that, but it's just nice to have a new pair of tires on there. Especially the last pair, when we picked it up, man, they were torn to shreds. So it's good to get a good pair of tires on there. So, and hey, have fun fishing. Hopefully it turns into catching, like I heard Miss Nancy say on the first hour. So there you go, Ryan. Thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you later. Going to clear with KJ5MCV. Let's jump on down to our other mobile, John, K8UIB. What's going on, John? What do you got for the net today?
WAAHRF from K8UIB along with KFDTP. Good afternoon, Josh and everybody on the net.
Good afternoon, and everybody out there. Happy Saturday.
All right, you guys, we were mobiling around Akron on this Saturday afternoon, helping some kids move around and stuff, so just getting some stuff situated. We heard the net on, so we figured, since we're out mobiling around, we had to check in, that's for sure. And on our net, we hope everybody's having a good Saturday afternoon, and I'm just going to keep this short and simple and get back to moving around some furniture. It's the pleasures of having a truck, you guys. So with that, this is K8UIB along with KF8DTP.
We are living that $5 dream, a nickel at a time. 7 threes, y'all.
All right, K8UIB and KF8DTP got you in there, John and Lori. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck with all the furniture moving. Hope it goes well. And yes, that is part of the joys of having a truck or a bus. So Lucy was helping some friends move. I can't remember if it was this week or last week, but it's sure is nice to have a vehicle that's able to help people out like that. So there you go. All right, enjoy it and good luck. We'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by. All right, let's jump back up to the top of the list and let's talk to Wade, WD8MIU. What's going on down in Florida? Wade, how are you doing? Over?
Hey, Josh, good to hear you. Doing great, 85 degrees, and I don't know if you heard me complain about the fact that we haven't had any rain down here. I came back at the end of June. We've had a lot of rain, but we're still behind for the year. But they're expecting more rain this afternoon, so we'll take it. A lot of the rain, we're a mile from the beach, and when you're only a mile from the Gulf, a lot of times that wind pushes inland, and we don't get it. But at any rate, other than that, I'm a recheck, as you know. And say hi to John and Lori there. Saw them obviously a few times while I was up there. Okay, so I'm going to say 7-3 to you, Josh. I know that Lucy's probably out doing errands, but say hi to her for me. And then Betty. And I don't know, you told me, I think, what your new addition to the family boy's name, but I can't remember it, so that's part of getting old. So you can remind me of that when you say 7-3 to me, and we'll turn it back over to you. WD8MIU, Seminole, Florida.
WD8MIU, W8HRF. All right, Wade, well, good to hear you. And hopefully the rain picks up for you. Or it sounds like you said it is. For us, it's okay. I think it's been okay. We haven't been, it's been just enough to keep the garden going, I feel like. And within the gaps, our rain barrel is kind of filling in the gaps. So it's working out okay. And the new addition is William. We call him Will. And he is 1 year old now. He's 1 year old. So he was riding around. I had him in the carrier earlier today. Actually, Mr. Ray has great timing. I had time to finish up the lawn. I was carrying Will around on my back. We finished up the lawn and came inside, got ready for the net, and here we are. So it worked out really well. So, yeah, he is a little bundle of energy, and he's innately curious and loves adventuring and does not learn. He does not seem to learn certain things like I will bonk my head if I do X, Y, Z. He doesn't seem to get that yet. But anyways, it's really cool to see him be super curious. So, all right, good to talk to you, and we'll catch you later. Getting clear with WD8MIU, and let's go ahead ahead and re-identify. This is the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. My name is Josh, Juliet Oscar, Sierra Hotel. The call is Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot. And next we're going to talk to Eddie, W3ETB, over in Annapolis, Maryland. How are you, Eddie, and what's up? What are you up to this weekend? Over?
Yeah, hi, Josh. Well, not too much this weekend. The younger daughter took the granddaughters and the son-in-law. They all went over to Delaware to Railroad Beach to visit his aunt. And the older daughter is supposed to be coming on Tuesday from South Carolina and stay for a couple of days, and we've been kind of getting things ready for her visit. And other than that, just kind of staying in and keeping out of the traffic, because we went to the store earlier and came back, and on the way back, a lot of the traffic from the main highway, Route 50, that crosses the Bay Bridge over into the Eastern Shore. They always decide that this time of the year that they're going to jump on the side roads and make things miserable for everybody else. I told the wife on the way back, I said, they really think that they're going to get there any faster because, when they jump on the side roads like this, there's traffic lights, and it kind of makes it even much slower, and a lot more cars make it slow for everybody. So anyway, just thought I would say hi to you, Lucy, and Will, and Betty, and I hope you all are having a great time as well. W3ETV, back to that.
W3ETB, W8HRF. All right, Eddie. Well, yeah, traffic doesn't sound like fun. One of my routes to work opened back up, which is cool. So maybe I have a little bit of an alternative there. Finally repaired the bridge over the turnpike that a truck had hit with too tall of a load at some point, however long ago. They're already taking bets at work how long until somebody else takes it out. So we'll see what happens there. But we're doing good over here. The kids are doing well. We just got back from a family vacation, so that was a lot of fun. About an hour and a half south, closer to Steubenville, Ohio. Rented an Airbnb and spent some time with Lucy and her family, and it was really good. It was a really, really good trip. So we're really grateful for that. The kids had a great time. I think Betty seems to get like overly excited, or something happens, because she actually got herself all worked up into her fever, and eventually lost her lunch on me. That is the second or third time that she has thrown up all over me. So I don't know, but she slept the night, and then she was better. So I don't know, man. Like that happened one time when we went to a wedding. She just got too excited and lost her lunch. So anyways, enough of that. We'll catch you later, Eddie. Thanks for stopping by, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Going to go with W3ETB. Let's talk to Dave, KA5OWI. What's going on, Dave, and what do you have for the net?
Well, good afternoon, Josh. Don't really have much. Just listening in, enjoying hearing all the comments, and just wanted to get in on your hours. So we'll go ahead and turn it back to you. Hope everybody has a great week, and thanks for running the net. W8HRF from KA5OWI. Back to that.
KA5OWI, W8HRF. All right, Dave, well, appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend, and yeah, we appreciate you being here. Going to clear with KA5OWI. Let me go ahead and adjust this line. I can't find my button. Anyways, let's talk to Mark, K8SFS. What's going on, Mark? And have you been playing any chess lately?
Chess. I'm winning some games and I'm losing some games. I got a couple draw and I just stopping by to say hello and hope you and Lucy and Betty and Will had a good day and that. And that's pretty much it there. You know, I'll give that to you. 33 Kia F8 Sir Photo Sir.
SFS W8HRF. All right, Mark. Yeah, that is how it goes sometimes, I guess. You win some and you lose some, but good luck. Hopefully it skews more on the winning side. I know for myself, I am not particularly good at chess, but that's just because I don't practice it very much. So, but glad that you get to enjoy it. So there you go. All right, Mark. We'll catch you later. K8SFS W8HRF. All right, let's talk to the other Mark. KC8FQV. I should have put all the marks together. Started at north, middle, and south. But anyways, we'll talk to KC8FQV. What's going on, Mark?
W8WKY.
All right, Josh, KCFQV. Yeah, I don't know. I did see a thing. I don't know. The turnpike going eastbound at 44, you can't go east. Well, I was going to go to Kennywood. Well, I'll have to go out to Route 5, I guess, or go to Streetsboro, one or the other. But at least they got 376 done, I guess, out there in Pennsylvania. The 376 out of Pittsburgh, and just after the tunnel. Yeah, they built a bridge and then they slid it over. They've done a couple out there. Build the bridge next to the one they're going to take out, and then when they get ready, they close the road and slide it over. But yeah, I was just out picking some stuff up, threw it in the woods, put the recyclables in its container, so we'll work with that. But everything else is going good. Yeah, something happened in our society. Oh, who knows what? Yeah, it's crazy things. So, hopefully things will get better. Oh, they will have to. So, we'll just send it back away. Josh, KCFQV.
KC8FQV, W8HRF, Art Mark, yeah, roadwork. Anyways, what is it? It's still the middle of orange season. We got a long way to go, but we'll get through it. All right, Mark, we'll catch you later. Going to clear with KC8FQV. Let's talk to Robert. Kilo Juliet 5, Kilo Echo Sierra. How are you, Robert, and what do you have for the net? Try it again. Kilo Juliet 5, Kilo Echo Sierra, KJ5 KES. Robert, you out there? All right, nothing heard. You can recheck if you'd like to a little later. We're almost at the bottom of the list. And next on the list, last at the bottom of this round, is K4OG. Middle Mark. How are you, Mark? What are you up to? Getting into any trouble this weekend?
W8HRF, K4OG. Nah, I ain't getting in no trouble unless the indoor pellet smoker catches fire. It's doing its job. It's a GE profile indoor pellet smoker. Just a very light smell of smoke in the kitchen here. Nothing concerning. And I think I'm going to like it. Because I can't have a smoker out on my deck. It's against the apartment policy, plus gargantuan takes up all that space, the satellite array. And just want to say hi to you, give my regards to Lucy and Betty and Will, and see if you had any questions for me. K4OG, back to W8HRF.
K4OG, W8HRF. All right, Mark, well, hopefully smoking with the pellet smoker there is going well. It sounds like it is. Sounds really good. Reminds me, you mentioned GE Profile, brought me back to when I did a co-op for them. That was really cool down in Louisville. So I actually said it correct. Louisville, right, there you go. I was definitely corrected several times, so I try to make sure I say it correctly nowadays. But anyways, yeah, glad that that's going well. Let me see. You know, we just, like I mentioned before, we just got back from vacation, so I haven't been checking on the. I remember John W2GLS was going to upload some of his pictures to the Field Day site, but I don't see those pictures yet. So I better shoot him a text and see. And then once I'm done with that, I should shoot you a message about uploading those to the club website. But anyways, all right, Mark. Well, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your Saturday. Enjoy smoking, and we'll catch you later. Conclude with K4OG. We are at the bottom of the list. This is the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. My name is Josh, Juliet Oscar Sierra Hotel. The call sign is Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, and we're ready to take more check-ins. So if you'd like to check into the net, please call now.
Josh, please check in. Kilo India 5 Whiskey Delta Mike, KI5 WDM, Donald in the Osage.
KC5 JVT, Kilo Charlie 5, Juliet Victor Tango, Butch in Ardmore, Oklahoma.
Alpha India 5 Quebec AI 5Q Jerris and Tulsa.
W8HRF, this is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf KD8 SLG, Macon, Ohio.
Kilo Delta 5, Alpha Foxtrot Sierra, KD5 AFS.
CFY, Kilo 5 Charlie Foxtrot Yankee, Ray in Tulsa.
All right, I'll pick it up there. On that round, we picked up KI5WDM, Butch, KI5WDM Donald, KC5JVT Butch, AI5Q Jerris, KD8SLG Nick, KD5AFS Grant, K5CFY Mr. Ray. Anybody else who'd like to check in, please call now.
Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth, Christian in Bath.
All right, we got one more. KF6POE, Christian in Bath. Got you in there, Christian. All right, let's jump up to the top of the list and talk to Donald. KI5WDM. What's going on, Donald?
This is Kilo India 5 Whiskey Delta Mike, Donald in the Osage. Good afternoon, Mr. Josh. Yeah, you're telling me all these stories about what your kiddos are doing there. It sends me back down memory lane. Cherish every bit of that, because some of that you'll never forget. Some of it you will, but things like that you won't ever forget. Like the time my little 2-year-old son jumped off the top of the back of a couch and landed on my ribs when I was laying on the floor, broke 3 ribs. You never forget those kind of things. So, yeah, I appreciate your stories about your kids. It's cool to listen to. All my are grown up and gone, and even the grandkids ain't little anymore. So, Josh, you have a great one. All I did this morning was got up real early and put up my Starlink. It's very necky, very much what a redneck would do, but it's real temporary. Starlink doesn't hardly send anything for a mount, and what they do send is just a piece of plastic that folds out, and anything else beyond that you have to pay extra for. So I got on Amazon, and I'm going to order me up some decent mounting. But yeah, I've got some really 1 or 2 good pictures of this redneck Starlink super high-tech satellite dish sitting on top of a footstool on the roof. Y'all have a good one, KI5WDM.
KI5WDM, W8HRF. All right, Donald, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Yeah, I try to, even on the days where I get frustrated with them, I try to remember it's a privilege to be around with them, and, I'll miss it later. So that was one of the reasons why this week was so nice doing family vacation. We got to catch up with a bunch of Lucy's siblings and got to play with the kids, and so it was really good. It was really nice. So we'll have to try to make it a yearly thing. I think it's definitely worth it. It's always worth it spending time with the family. She's got a good family, so we're happy about all the time we get to spend with them. So, and some saying that I heard, like, by the time your kids move out, you've probably already spent 80% of your time with them that you're going to, something like that. So I try to keep that in mind and capitalize on that. So, but one of the things that happened on the trip was we did a little model rocket launch, and that was a lot of fun. The kids liked that. The first one didn't go too high, but then we put a bigger rocket engine in it, and it did pretty well. And then we did a third one, and then we lost it. It went right into a tree, and it was at the very top, and we're like, well, that's too bad. It was one we had since we were kids too, but we knew it was possible to lose it, so we were okay with it. So it was fun. But hey, fine business on the Starlink, and hopefully it works for you. And hey, whatever works to get it up there for now. So I saw one mounted to a truck the other day. So there's all kinds of ways to get them up there. So all right, Donald, thanks for stopping by. Later, going to clear with KI5WDM. Let's talk to Butch, KC5JVT. What's going on, Butch?
Yes, sir, Josh. It's just still hot down here in southern Oklahoma. It's down about 10 degrees. I think yesterday was 106 or 105, and now it's about 91, so it's better, and there's a real good breeze blowing. But I don't think it's going to last. Each day it's going to get a little hotter. The real problem down here in southern Oklahoma is dry. My gosh, the ground is so dry you couldn't dig a hole to put a fence post in. It's really hard as a rock, man. Anyway, I just got through eating some barbecue chicken wings and French fries, so I'm doing good. That's all from Ardmore, KC5JBT clear.
KC5JVT, W8HRF. Hey, that sounds like a good lunch. Barbecue and French fries. Oh, man. We had some pretty good burgers this week. We had some pretty good burger sausages and hot dogs, so we ate well, too, and had some of Lucy's world-famous white chicken chili. Man, that stuff was good, too. So, hey, glad you're eating well over there. And glad the temperature's come down from 106. 91's still pretty hot, but at least it's down from 106. That's crazy. So hope you get some rain, and hopefully keep cooling off for you. So thanks for stopping by, Butch. We'll catch you later. KC5JVT, going to clear with you, and let's talk to Jairus, AI5Q. What's going on, Jairus?
Well, hey, Josh, and good afternoon. I'm researching a video game right now for Varric. He wants the sequel to the one he just finished this morning. And, well, you can buy it online for an instant download for $30, or I can drive 5.5 miles to a GameStop and get a used cartridge version for $20. And he's paying for it, so I don't know if I'm going to let him get it, though. We'll have to see how good he is, how well he listens. But anyway, just looking some stuff up while hanging out on the net and listening in, making sure nothing goes sideways too bad, and hopefully we don't lose internet at the repeater side or the router again. We've had some trouble with that in the past couple weeks, and hopefully it sticks in there until we can get the new router set up and in place up there. Maybe in the next week or so. Hopefully it doesn't go south while I'm in Corpus Christi for the next week for work, and it's going to be hot down there. It's only 85 degrees here, and thankful for that with the girls camping. So you got to count your blessings where you can, right? And they had planned this camp out. They're in the water. It was 69, 70 degrees this morning. It was beautiful outside. It was nicer outside than it was in the house. So I've been hanging out outside most of the morning and then came in the shop to get on the radio. But there you go. That's my day in a nutshell. Say hi to Lucy and Betty and Will and yourself for me. AI5Q. Back to you, Josh.
AI5Q, W8HRF. All right, Jairus, we'll appreciate you stopping by today. Yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, I will tell Lucy and the kids that you say hello. Do the same for your wife and kiddos. And what else was I going to say? Hopefully it sounds like the camping trip's going well for them. And be safe on your trip over down to Corpus Christi. My brother-in-law is going down to Texas as well for work coming up this week. So they've got a big project coming up down there. So he'll be busy with that. So it's nice to catch up with him before he's got to head out on that project. Shoot, there was something else I was going to say. Yeah, hopefully the internet stays good at the site there. Appreciate all you do to keep the systems running. And, hopefully, I remember, what was it, last week or the week before? Hopefully family pictures went well. So there you go. We haven't done like a church album or anything like that in a long, long time. So last time I remember was when I was a kid. So, all right. Anyways, Jairus, you enjoy your Saturday. Thanks for stopping by. Get a clear with AI5Q. Let's talk to Just Nick, KD8SLG. What's going on, Nick?
W8HRF, this is KD8SLG. Good afternoon, Josh, and all the Boredom Breaker netizens. It's great to be here. Glad to hear some of the guys from Ohio jumped in here. So good to hear all these friends from Oklahoma. Man, I'm so sorry I missed breakfast this morning. That would have been so much fun. If I could have hopped out of bed and been there in an hour and a half or 2 hours, I would have driven it without thinking about it. You know that, Josh. I look for reasons to drive around and do things on Saturday mornings. Great to hear you had a good week, man. That's cool. And Whiskey 1 Lima Lima is keeping you busy. That's pretty cool, too. We've got Christian coming up there. All you Stanley Kubrick fans, I would not go with Peace on Earth. I would go with Purity of Essence. Purity of Essence. Fine business, man. Get back to it. I am making, what am I making for dinner? I wanted to tell you about this. Oh, so I got a bunch of drumsticks, chicken drumsticks, and then I marinate them in like hot sauce barbecue stuff, and I make buffalo drumsticks. They're really yummy. That's what's up for dinner tonight. Good to hear everybody. It's KD8SLG, back to net control. Thanks, Josh.
KD8SLG, W8HRF. All right, Nick, well, you enjoy those drumsticks. That sounds awesome. What are we having for dinner? I had some leftover chili. We got a big giant Tupperware full of the leftover chili. And we might have some leftover. No, I think we finished all the burgers and dogs. So maybe we're just having more chili for dinner. We need to make it through that. So, all right. Well, thanks for stopping by, Nick. And you reminded me of, just talking, you reminded me we've got for those who are in Ohio, we have a couple of events coming up at the SARA Club. International Lighthouse and Lightship Weekend is coming up on August 15th. We're going to be out on Saturday the 15th out at Fairport Harbor up on Lake Erie operating Whiskey 8 Lima. So a special event call sign. Going to be there from 9 to 5 our time here, Eastern Time. And we're going to have a little excursion that'll start at the Museum Lighthouse, and then there's a second lighthouse out on the pier that we're going to drive over and then hike into and set up and get 2 lighthouses on the air. And that'll also be a Parks on the Air activation. So if you're interested in more information on the w8wky.org, and give me a shout if you think you'll be there. So we'll have some food there for lunch and should be a really good time. So there you go. Hey, and if you contact us too, we got a special event QSL card that we'll send out to those who make contact with us if you'd like it. So there you go. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, Nick, and we'll catch you later. Going to clear with KD8SLG. This is the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. My name is Josh, Juliet Oscar Sierra Hotel. The call is Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot. Dr. Grant, KD5 AFS. How are you, Grant? What are you up to today?
W8HRF, KD5 AFS. Good afternoon, Josh, and howdy, everybody. Not a whole lot going on, just sitting around listening to the net. I did go to the breakfast get-together this morning. That was fun, and other than that, I'm enjoying this little bitty break from the heat wave. I'm at 85 degrees, and we've been running for about a week and a half now. 100, 102, 104, day after day, and no rain, a break in sight. Yeah, it's 85 degrees. That's not that cold, but the difference is the dew point, this north wind has really dropped the dew point, Josh. It has come down from the mid-70s, sitting right at 60 now. So it took a bunch of that humidity out there, and that even helps more. So other than that, Josh, there's not a whole lot going on here. Just want to check in and say hi, and with that, I'll send it back to Net. KD5 AFS.
KD5 AFS, W8HRF. All right, Grant, well, thanks for stopping by. Glad to hear that the humidity's down. That's always a good thing. Yeah, if it's hot but the humidity's down, that sure does help, doesn't it? I feel like that's like the Midwestern's dad favorite thing to say. It ain't the heat that gets you, it's the humidity that gets you. Anyways, enjoy your Saturday, Grant. Thanks for stopping by. Going to clear with KD5 AFS. Let's talk to Mr. Ray, K5 CFY. How are you, Mr. Ray? While I was mowing the lawn, I was thinking about a question I wanted to ask you. What do you, when you operate HF, what are your preferred modes? Do you like to do sideband, or do you like to do digital, like FT8 or things like that? Over.
Whiskey 8, Hotel Romeo Fox, K5 CFY. Well, since I'm not having lunch, thank you very much. Just kidding. I just do sideband. I played with the other different things, but most time I'm just on sideband, so that's what I like the most. So that's what I'm usually on. I remember, 3 or 4 years ago, Andy and Chris used to run Friday night net on 80 meters, and I used to check in every Friday night up there. That was always a lot of fun.
Yeah, the 80 meter beacon net. That's going back. That is about the time when I started coming on the scene, and I had just gotten my license, and I remember I was the tail end of that. I definitely did not have an HF radio. We were living in an apartment, and I remember hearing Andy talking about that on I think the Wednesday and Sunday night nets. So yeah, that's going back a little ways. So very cool. All right, I was just curious because I was thinking about you and a lot of the folks out in Oklahoma when we had that 6 meter band opening. Maybe it was a week ago, and it was just so strong that I actually made a contact in Oklahoma over sideband. So I thought that was just really, really cool. So, but anything else, Mr. Ray, before we keep on going? Appreciate you stopping by today.
I think of a thing, but I got it marked down on the calendar on the 15th. We'll try to make contact and maybe get a hold of you and get a QSO card or something. But anyway, looking forward to it. So thank you for being there. We definitely appreciate you running the Saturday afternoon nets. You do a great job. Wave a hand there at Miss Lucy. Merry Christmas to Betty, and say hi to Will. K5 CFY, giving it back to you there, Josh. K5 CFY, and I'll be clear.
K5 CFY, W8HRF, waiting for my new ID there. Should probably turn up the CW speed on that a little bit so it gets through it faster. Anyways, we'll tell Betty that you say Merry Christmas, Mr. Ray, and we'll tell Will that you say hi and Lucy. And appreciate you stopping by on my hour. And it's a pleasure to be here. So glad to be here running the net on every other Saturday. So thanks a lot. So all right, we're clear with K5 CFY. Let's talk to Christian, KF6POE. How are you, Christian? Nick in the blue screen was saying, your phonetics purity of essence But every time I hear KF6POE, I keep thinking power over Ethernet. So that's what I think of when I hear your call sign. So what's up, Christian? What are you up to today?
This is Kilo Foxtrot 6. Now it's just purity of essence. That's funny. All of them came through at the same time. Power over Ethernet. Doing well. Nice to hear. I like the redneck Starlink setup with a chair. That's fun. That's a great visual. Well, I just got home from work, so I'm tired. My wife made a classic American dish called Sloppy Joes. So we're going to keep it delicious around here with our Sloppy Joe fare. Sounds like you were eating good on your trip there. Got through the hot dogs and everything. So you can have a chili dog, perhaps, if there's any left. I forget what a sloppy wan is. Sloppy wan Kenobi. That's the Sloppy Joe with like a tortilla, I think. Something like that. In any case, hope everybody is enjoying the weekend. And we'll pass it back to you. Just nice being off work, relaxing, and listening to the net. 73s, everyone. This is Kilo Foxtrot 6, Purity of Essence.
KF6POE, W8HRF. All right, Christian. Well, glad you're enjoying some time off work. That's always a good thing. Shoot, that was funny. All of the different phonetics trying to come through all at once. And goodness gracious, there was something I was going to say, and I just totally forgot. What in the world? What in the world, as Betty would say. Anyways, appreciate you stopping by. It's good to see you at field day. Maybe it'll come to me later, whatever it was I was going to tell you. So appreciate you stopping by, Christian. We'll catch you later. KF6POE, W8HRF. All right, we are at the bottom of the list. This is the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. We've got another 10 minutes or so before the top of the hour. Plenty of lines to fill. If you'd like to check in, please come with your call sign now.
Kilo Charlie Zero, Mike, KC0 LRM Kelly in Wichita, Kansas.
K5BDL, Kilo 5 Bravo, Delta Lima, Brad, Portable in Winnie, Texas.
This is Kilo Delta 4 Yankee Victor Victor, KD4 YVV, Jeff in Virginia, recheck.
WA5, ZQG, Whiskey Alpha 5, Zulu, Quebec Golf, Rich in Bixby.
So, India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu, KI5OZZ, the Oz, on the Yellow Brick Road.
Kilo Juliet 5, Mike, Charlie, Victor, KJ5MCV, recheck Mobile.
Kilo 5, Alpha Victor Foxtrot, K5 AVS.
PK3, Oscar Delta Delta.
All right, I'll pick it up there. Looks like on that round we got Kelly, KC0LRM, Brad, K5BDL. We got Jeff, KD4YVV, Rich, Whiskey Alpha 5, Zulu Quebec Golf. Miss Nancy, KI5OZZ Mobile. Miss Nancy, as we were going through the list, literally right before you check in, I was like, I wonder where Miss Nancy is, and there you were. Ryan, KJ5MCV, Alex, K5AVF, and Colin, VK3 Oscar Delta Delta. Anybody else who'd like to get on this list, please call now.
Alpha Echo 5 Mike Echo,
that's Kilo 8 Papa Mike India, Hill, Ohio.
All right, we got two more, AE5ME Jeff, and we got Phil, K8PMI. All right, let's go get our mobiles. Let's talk to Miss Nancy, KI5OZZ. What's going on, Miss Nancy? How are you?
W8HRF and the rest of the Brahma netizens, good afternoon from KI5OZZ. I am motoring my way back to the QTH. Just had the tires balanced on the dyno. It had a oscillating wobble at about 68 to 72 miles per hour. That is now gone. So, yay. Other than that, I'm heading back to the QTH, fixing to back up to take back off in the morning for Indiana and make a nice fish dinner before I kick off on the road tomorrow. So, there you go. Haven't heard back from Travis. Let me give it a break here a second. And let the repeater ID as well. Travis is heading to about an hour south of Wichita Falls, Texas to help his boy out. He was on his way back up from Brown Lake, and actually it was a hole in the road that took out the oil pan. So he's got a replacement oil pan and gasket and oil. And the correct, because it's a Volkswagen Golf, triple square tool set, because it's a German job. And he and Chuck are on their way down there to rescue the boy, and they ought to be back sometime tonight. So there you go. All right, well, I'll let you get back to the list, and just wanted to say howdy to everybody, and thank you for showing up for breakfast this morning. For those of you who are listening that attended, it was great to see everybody. Back over to you, Josh. Good to hear you. KI5OZZ.
KI5OZZ, W8HRF. All right, Miss Nancy, boy, you're busy. Glad you got the chance to have breakfast with some folks and catch up, and glad that the car is driving better now. It's not wobbling. That's good. Man, I don't like it when that starts happening, when that stuff starts happening. So, but glad that you got it taken care of. You drive safe out there, especially as you're going back to Indiana, and we'll be thinking about you and hopefully hear you on some more of the nets, like the barometer net and the Boredom breaker net. So we appreciate you being there, and be safe out there on the yellow brick road. So going to conclude with KI5OZZ. Let's talk to Ryan, who's also mobile, KG5MCV. What's going on, Ryan? Recheck.
Well, hello, Josh. Hey, I just wanted to stop by for a minute. I heard Kelly in there, KC0LRM, and I wanted to let him know that he's off the hook with the long red mustache. I'm working on new acronyms for him, so, and anybody else that I can think of something clever, but I'm going to toss one out there, maybe like Loud Red Mustang or something like that. Anyways, that's all I got, brother. I just landed, so perfect timing. Great to hear you, man. Hello to Miss Nancy. Mobile safely out there. Good to see you this morning. And I will talk to you again soon, brother. Take care. KJ5MCV.
KJ5MCV, W8HRF. All right, Ryan. Long red mustache or loud red Mustang. In Betty's world, that's very much the similar, same thing. I think we mentioned it on the before, but I think Lucy's mentioned it on the net before, but as we're driving, she calls Mustangs mustaches. So I guess any sports car, though, she can't really tell the difference yet between a Mustang and a Camaro or anything like that, but she'll be like, it's a mustache! So I think we've mentioned that before, but... All right, Ryan, mobile safely. Appreciate your recheck. Let's go ahead and jump up to Kelly, KC0LRM. What's going on, Kelly?
Hey, I think Brad was portable. Do you want to grab him first?
All right, sure thing. I can do that. Let's jump down to Brad. Kilo 5, Bravo Delta Lima. What's going on, Brad?
Well,
Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is K5BDL, just portable on the CUSA 1 app in Winnie, Texas. Home QTH is Tyler, but my wife and I are celebrating anniversary this weekend and spending some time with her brother and his wife. We're close to Beaumont. Went out on the Boulevard Peninsula to try to catch some fish today, but the weather, the water was just too rough, very windy. But anyway, we're just enjoying being here, and thought we'd jump in on the net and also check in by proxy. My better half, Peggy, Kilo 5 Papa Foxtrot Lima, K5 PFL, and she says hi. And back to you. Take care. K5 EDL Portable in Winnie, Texas.
K5BDL, W8HRF. All right, we got K5PFL proxied in there. Got her proxied in and out. Appreciate that. Oh, my Netlogger is not responding, so we're going to just sit here for a second. Let's see. Could not connect to server. Who knows what will happen next. Appreciate you stopping by, and hope you enjoy the time with your better half. That sounds awesome. And, yeah, like I said, appreciate you stopping by. Let's see if Netlogger's working again. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. That was strange. Who is next on the list? Let's talk to Jeff. KD4YVV, what's going on in Virginia? Over.
And I mean chilling. I'm chilling in the house here. The fans in the ceiling is turning. We got two of them, but we only got one that's working. The other one's not working. He's supposed to fix that. Anyway, that's the chilly one now. I'll tell you what, don't need to feel like a hurricane then. Anyway, and speaking of Sloppy Joe, I heard a guy talk about Sloppy Joes. That's one of my favorite things my wife makes, or I make it. I make it for cheese dips, not cheese dips, but dipping with crackers or nacho chips and stuff. And you can do so much for Sloppy Joe. You know, nobody knows where the name Sloppy Joe came from. Kind of makes me wonder where Mamrich came from. But anyway, it was something you said that I had my interest to tell you, and I can't remember now what it is. But the weather's outside. It's 87 degrees, and I take a look outside, set the trash out, and then came back in. So that's the only temperature I actually felt. And one other thing that was going I cannot remember what it is. I guess it's not that important. But anyway, we're talking about Netlogger. It doesn't surprise me. Netlogger is a great program when it works. I've been offline. I've been this. I've been online. Nobody saw me, texted in, and it went through the whole system and it didn't show up. So either someone at the other end didn't get it or the internet didn't take the rest away. So anyway, it's still a great program no matter what. But, you know, like everything else, it's electronics, so anything could go wrong. Outside that, I'm doing fine. I hope everybody else is doing fine. Sloppy Joe sounded so great. I can't make it. I got something here, but I can't make it. I'm trying to stay away from too much fatty stuff. KD4YVV, back to you.
That's what it was. I think Christian was talking about Sloppy Joes, and that's the thing I was going to comment on. Thank you for reminding me. But I love Sloppy Joes as well, Jeff. They are phenomenal. You're mentioning, where did the term come from? It looks like there's a couple of different theories. Let's see. It could have come from an Iowa cook. Food historians often point to a 1930s cook named Joe in Sioux City, Iowa, who added tomato sauce to a sandwich. Okay, I have a Havana bar. Let's see, Sloppy Joe's bar in Havana, Cuba. Sloppy style, the sloppy. Well, everybody, it's sloppy, anyways. But yeah, anyways, I guess there's a couple theories of where it gets its name. So, but anyways, all right, Jeff, thanks for stopping by. And hey, maybe you go on out and get yourself some Sloppy Joes. Sounds really good. So, good, KD4YVV. All right, let's see. This is the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. My name is Josh, Juliet Oscar Sierra Hotel. The call is Whiskey 8 Hotel Romeo Foxtrot. We're going to talk to Richard now. Whiskey Alpha 5 Zulu Quebec Golf. How are you, Richard, and what are you doing this weekend?
Thanks, Josh. I got an interesting problem. I have several Walmart TVs, and a couple of them have just quit doing the closed captioning. You can reset them to factory specs, and they'll start working again for a while, and then they'll quit again. The TV works on over-the-air antenna. It works on streaming, and the closed caption doesn't work. And if you reset the factory specs, it'll work again for half a day, maybe, when you turn it off a couple times. I have a Walmart TCL TV that still works. That's the brand name, TCL. So if anybody has any interesting theories on why closed captioning would not work, I'm good on QRZ. Back to you, Josh, WA5CQG, Bixby, Oklahoma.
Whiskey Alpha 5, Zulu Quebec Golf, W8HRF. Well, that is an interesting problem to have. That sounds like a bug to me. Wonder if they do software updates for. If it's a smart TV, maybe they do software updates, and maybe you could go to the settings and try to do a software update. Maybe that would fix it. But besides that, I don't know. That's an interesting one. But hopefully you get an answer. Trying to think. What else could cause that other than some sort of a software bug? But hopefully you get it figured out, and if somebody has had similar issues, they could find you on QRZ. So there you go. All right, Rich. Well, thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your Saturday, and we'll catch you later. Going to clear with WA5ZQG, and let's talk to Alex, K5AVF. How are you, Alex, and what do you have for the net today?
Well, good afternoon, Josh. Good afternoon to the net. W8HRF, K5AVF. Alex here, 10 miles south of Tulsa. 89 degrees. A nice day outside. Good. Nice wind out of the north. Hey, those TVs, they'll shut down on you if you have a bad LED in the LED circuit. I don't know. If the voltage changes in the LED circuit, it'll shut down on you. It's got logic in there to do that. I don't know why, but if you have one LED go out on that screen, the whole thing will shut down. Anyway, I wanted to remind everyone this is the first day of the month, so don't forget to do your PC backups. If you own a PC, it's a good idea to copy your data files over to some kind of external storage, just in case. You never know. I don't have anything, Josh. Have a great day. You're doing a great job and enjoying the Saturday. K5AVF, back to you.
Comment, go ahead.
8HRF and the net, KI5OZZ and the mobile here. As far as Rich's problem with the captioning being wonky, I know we watch a lot of downloaded movies, and if the electronic version that is downloaded does not have the closed captioning encrypted correctly and saved with the movie itself, it will either not come on at all, or it will choose a language of its choice. At least that's how we've experienced it. Now, as far as live feed, like you turn in ABC, CBS, or NBC, I wouldn't be able to guess on that. So that was my 2 cents, and now I'm broke. So there you go. KI5OZZ on the Yellow Brick Road.
KF5OZZ, W8HRF. All right, Nancy, thanks for that for Rich there. And somebody, we need to get John UIB to get you some more nickels over there. He's got a whole jar full of them. So, all right, Nancy. And K5AVF, W8HRF. Good to hear you, Alex. Thanks for stopping by. Sounds like you're having a good Saturday. Thanks for your comments for Rich as well. And what else was I going to mention? Backing up the computer. That's a good idea. I've got a network attached storage in the other room, kind of just a PC that I cobbled parts together and whatnot. And I haven't ever done a backup of that to some external hard drive, so I should do that. I've got 3 hard drives running in RAID configuration, so if one of them dies, then it should be okay to be able to restore the data, but it's always a good idea to back up to an external hard drive as well. So there you go. So thanks for that, Alex. All right. Let's see. Where are we at now? Rich, was that? Did you hear Nancy and Alex's comments? WA5ZQG. Go ahead if you have anything else.
Yes, thank you very much, Josh. It does not do the closed captioning on over-the-air or streaming, like watching old Castle episodes. And you reset it to factory specs, download the new updates and it works for a while, then quits. And this is one set is a high sense, and one set is an ONN. And the TCL works. WA5ZQG. Thank you, Josh.
No problem, Rich. Well, hopefully you get it figured out. That can be frustrating. So good luck with it, and appreciate you stopping by again. And I was trying to think about what Alex was saying about how would the TV be able to tell if a certain LED is out. And I guess the voltage drop across diodes are typically like 0.6 volts. So I guess they would just be able to sense a difference in voltage. So anyways, that was cool. Anyways, let's talk to Colin. VK3, Oscar Delta Delta. What's going on, Colin? What do you have for the net?
K5CFY. This is VK3, Oscar Delta Delta. And good afternoon to you all, because I think it's the afternoon. And because it's the morning for me, it's actually 5 o'clock. 10 past 5 in the morning, because I do wake up early in the morning to try and get on the Boredom Breaker net, and good to hear everybody on, and hello to everybody out there, and I've been up to Maritime Mobile on my boat, and I tried to run the NFED on the 40 meters, and because I got the FDX1 with the it's paired up with the FC90 NFED setup auto tune, and I couldn't get it to auto tune because I was trying to run out 30 feet of wire, and it just doesn't work, so I had to have it so I wouldn't tune in. But I did do 2 and 70 meters. That because I had a little mobile whip on the back of my my FDX1, and that worked for me. And it was my first time for this year taking the boat out. And I didn't have that much of a casualty. I had a corrosion valve core, and like as soon as I got it off the property, the tire went down, and so I had to remove the valve core and swap out a new one. But other than that, everything else went fine. So it's good to be out on the water. It's currently 8 degrees for me, so I'm sitting back with a coffee and in front of the fire, the fire going in my shack, and it's good to say hello to everybody and hear what everybody else is up to. And today I'll be working on my my shed that's next door to the shack and doing the back wall for a start, because I don't have any next door neighbours. They disappeared, and so did the house. There's no house there, and it feels unusual when I wake up in the morning. I can see a street light now, because there used to be a house in the way, and the excavator came and took it away, and then it all went in skip bins, which I did ask them for some firewood, and I didn't see any. So I don't know, maybe they forgot and just kept on going, because it only took them 2 to 3 days, and the house was gone. And that's me for the net, and I will hand it back to Net Control. This is VK3, Oscar Delta Delta, and you're doing a great job there. And handing it back to K5.
clicking the wrong foot pedal there. Goodness gracious, I guess I got two under the desk. VK3 Oscar Delta Delta W8HRFR calling. Well, you sound busy, that's for sure. And what was I going to say? Well, it's coming, well, we're getting closer and closer to fall here over here in Ohio. We're still in the middle of summer, but as soon as August rolls around, I start thinking about fall. So I guess that's a good thing for you guys over there in VK land, because then you'll start getting the warmer weather back sooner rather than later. So, but glad you got some time. I think you said you pulled the boat out there. Sorry for the trouble. Glad you got it all fixed up. But the funny about the house just disappearing, and being torn down like that. My buddy had the opposite. Did the opposite. So, like, he put up a pole barn and it blocked his neighbor's view of the sunrise. So he's thinking about painting a mural on the side of the pole barn to try to compensate for that. But anyways, all right, thanks for stopping by, Colin. We'll catch you later, and have a good Sunday. Going to go with VK3 Oscar Delta Delta. Let's talk to Jeff, AE5ME. How are you, Jeff, and what do you have for the net today?
Good afternoon. Glad to get a chance to check in here. And good, large number of people that came in here right around 2 o'clock. I didn't expect that. But we had a great M17 net today over again citywide. And got a lot of check-ins, like 45. And had probably, 37 different M17 gateways connected to the reflector while we were doing the net. And normally we get about 20, so people are definitely discovering M17 and getting into it. And Greg, W5GGW, is doing a great job of updating his software with additional functions to it. You can actually use it mobile with your entertainment system in your car through the Bluetooth and everything like that. It's really nice. And then there's another app that came out, QSO1, that's just come out. And so it has M17 capabilities as well. So lots of support of M17 and have a lot of fun with it.
AE5ME, W8HRF. All right, Jeff, we're good to hear all of the success going on with M17. That's really cool, the mode by hams for hams. Was the name of that app that you mentioned, did you say it was QSO, the number 1, QSO1? And do you know if they have it on the Android App Store?
Yeah, the app's name is QSO1, QSO, the number 1. And if you actually go to QSO, the number 1.net, you can get to their website. I don't know if they've put the app up in the App Store yet, but the app is available from their website as well. And it is available on Android, and it's pretty nice. In addition to doing M17, it also does Allstar, DMR, and a bunch of other things. So it's growing by leaps and bounds. I'll turn it back to you. Glad to have a chance to check in today. AE5ME, back to net control.
AE5ME, W8HRF. All right, Jeff, well, thanks for the info. That's really cool. I just looked it up online, and that looks like a slick app, and it looks like there's a desktop interface as well. So you better believe I'm going to be looking at that. So there's, I really like when we're making functional, good-looking, useful, modern ham radio apps. we need some more of that. So things like RagChew, I like everything they've been doing with RagChew. And we were talking about Netlogger earlier too, and I was thinking, boy, it sure would be nice if I could get some form of Netlogger on my phone, similar to RagChew, but then you could also log from it. So you don't necessarily have to be at the computer. You could do running a net by phone if you needed to. That'd be kind of cool, or by tablet. But anyways, thanks for stopping by, Jeff. We'll catch you later. AE5ME, W8HRF. Let's talk to Phil, KPMI. What's going on, Phil?
W8HRF. This is K8PMI. Good afternoon there, Josh. I checked in with Ray. Figured I'd check in with you, get you one for the numbers there. I'm just sitting on the back yard watching the squirrels play and having a beer with my buddy, and we're just enjoying the weather. Nice and relaxing, and good conversation you got going there. You know, you're talking about the mustaches. I got a little one. You know, I don't know. And all the other stuff you got going on sounds great. So I'll send it back to you. Everybody, 73. Have a great and blessed day. This is K8PMI.
W8HRF. All right, Phil. Well, good to hear you today. Enjoy the porch there. Enjoy the back porch. And shoot, what else was I going to say? Yeah, just enjoy it. It's a nice day out there, even though it's a little cloudy and gray. I'm going to probably, I think I got a little bit more to wrap up outside before I start working in the shack here, and get to play with my play some radio. So there you go. All right, Phil, thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you later. Going to conclude with K8PMI. We're at the bottom of the list, way over time. Didn't expect that. I guess I'm a little chatty today. We're going to do a quick last call here. Last call for the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. Please call now.
AI5Q recheck.
Hey, Charlie, Tango Mike, Carry at Portage Lakes, and I'll be in and out.
All right, we'll pick it up there. We picked up Jairus with a recheck, AI5Q, and we got Carrie, W8CTM, in and out. Thanks for stopping by, Carrie. Good to hear you. Took me a minute. The first part of your call sign was chopped off, and I haven't been on the barometer net this week, and I'm like, what was the first part? And I remembered. W8CTM, W8HRF. All right, let's jump up to Jairus, AI5Q. Go ahead.
Hey, Josh. Sorry. I almost forgot what I was going to say, but KI5ZDF, the maker of ragchew.site, and his son did ragchew.app. The maker of the ragchew.site, ZDF, has a beta version where you can log from the ragchew.site interface, which you could pull up on your phone in a web browser and attempt to do that, but you got to get on the list to beta test it. So there was a note about signing up for that on the base ragchew.site landing page. I don't know if it's still there, though, but I just want to throw that out for you. AI5Q73.
All right, that's pretty cool. AI5Q, W8HRF. I did not see that. I don't go to the main webpage very often. I got in on the beta testing for Android, so I've been enjoying using that. Let's see, the Ragchew app. So really cool to hear that it's possible they got a beta version for logging. So that's awesome. So thanks for the info, Jairus. Appreciate it. All right, we are at the bottom of the list. We're at the bottom of the net. We had 66 check-ins today, so appreciate everybody who stopped by. Goodness gracious, that's really funny. Mr. Ray and I did the same number of check-ins, it looks like. All right, with that, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking into the net today. I'd like to thank the RCWA Club for sponsoring the net, as well as all of the clubs and repeaters which link up. We love hearing from everybody. We wouldn't have a net without all of you. So with that, the net is now closed, and I return the frequency back to normal and customary amateur radio use. 7-3 to everybody. Have a wonderful Saturday, and we'll catch you down the log. W8HRF is clear.